How students access feedback. First, if you intend on communicating with students through Canvas, please make them aware to navigate to Notifications within the Account tab and elect their notification preferences per your course. By default, all notifications for students are turned on. Second, direct students to Settings. Under Ways to Contact on the right side of the screen, students would keep their Stanford email address as the default way to contact. Other ways to contact may be added, but students must highlight the star next to their Stanford email address to denote default. Third, it is very helpful for students when creating content in Canvas to assign a due date. This may be assignments, discussions, or quizzes. Calendar events may also have due dates. The content will then populate on the student's Canvas course card within their to-do list and on the calendar for your course. Let's review the student's dashboard. On the course card, there is an announcement, microphone icon, and the number 2, which signifies there are 2 pending announcements for students to view. There is a file folder icon. There is also a discussion bubble icon in the number 3, which signifies there are 3 pending discussions to view. There is also an assignment icon. Students may click on these icons directly on the course card and be brought directly to that tool within the Canvas course. For instance, by clicking on the microphone icon, the student is brought directly to the announcement tool within the Canvas course. Now navigating back to the student dashboard, the to-do list is visible on the right side of the screen. The to-do list is also visible on the right side of the screen once the student enters the Canvas course. Students may X these items out once complete or viewed. Students may also click directly on the to-do list or item, which is underlined in blue text, and be brought directly to that tool within the Canvas course. Peer review notifications are also visible to the student from assignments that were created by the instructor and set up as a peer review. Navigating back to assignments and locating the peer review assignment. Once the student submits content to the peer review assignment, on the right side of the screen, under Submission Details, the student is alerted to which student's paper to peer review. Students may click directly on the name of the other student, highlighted in blue, and be brought directly to that student's paper to further peer review. Switching to an instructor's view, instructors have the ability to elect manually assign peer reviews or automatically assign peer reviews. Anonymity also exists within this feature, and peer reviews may appear anonymously when instructors elect anonymity box. Switching back to the student view, navigating back to the dashboard. Students also have the ability to switch from the card view, this is currently the card view, to the list view. By clicking on the 3 dots next to View All Courses, students may select List View. Students do tend to favor the list view, so please keep this in mind. In list view, there are also 2 icons visible at the top of the page, a notebook with a check and bell icon. The notebook with a check is My Grades, and the bell signifies new items that require attention. For instance, once clicking on the notebook with the check, a My Grades column will display from the right side of the screen. Once clicking on the bell icon, students are able to view new or recently dismissed items. Now clicking on the 3 dots and navigating back to Card View. While in Card View, the syllabus button will appear for students even before publishing the course. The syllabus button is not visible in List View. I'm highlighting a visual from a recent news article at gocanvas.stanford.edu. As you can view here, the syllabus text and clickable link is visible even when the instructor's course remains unpublished. Let's now navigate back to the student dashboard. Navigate to the student calendar to review calendar student notifications. When instructors create assignments, discussion, or quizzes with due dates, that will populate on the student's calendar if the student has elected that particular course to be visible on their calendar. On the right side of the screen, under the calendar icon, students may elect that particular course and all graded content for that course will appear. For instance, when I deselect the LTS Canvas Overview Session course content disappears, and vice versa. Let's now review the two types of content that appear on the student's calendar. When content is created and added within the course, it will appear. For instance, assignments, discussions, or quizzes. We do not recommend deleting content from the calendar. Rather, navigate to the Canvas course tool and revise details or delete from there. Students may click on that content and then click on the source calendar link to be brought directly to that content within that particular course. When students click on a calendar event, they may also click on the source calendar to be brought directly to that event. Students also have the ability to add events to their calendar. Let's review scheduler events. Instructors can create events such as office hours, and they will populate on the student calendar if your course is selected from their calendars. Click on the addition symbol next to agenda. A scheduler panel will appear. Complete the fields for event, assignment, appointment group, or add a personal event to the My To Do. Event or appointment group is best for office hours. Just ensure when creating an event or assignment group, the correct course calendar is selected by clicking on the calendar field and using the caret to choose the correct course location. Liz Lemon only appears here because this is Liz Lemon's calendar. However, if I'm creating a new event from an instructor view, click on the addition symbol in instructor calendar, and then click on the caret within calendar fields, and all of the instructors' calendars will appear to select from. Let's now review notifications students receive for comments and grades instructors make to assignments. When instructors grade content and or annotate assignment submissions, students will be alerted in the course by specific icons and visible comments. Navigating to the student's gradebook, I can already view here by the gray radial circle with the number 3 written next to grades. This symbolizes the number of grades that have been posted and are ready to review. When in the student gradebook, there is a blue radial dial under score symbolizing new grades. There is also a blue radial dial above the comment icon symbolizing new comments. When students navigate to that graded content via the tool or clicking on the icon, the comments will be visible on the right side of the page. For instance, clicking on this comment icon, a display panel will appear from the right side of the screen displaying the comments. Instructors do have the ability to manage and schedule grades and feedback for individual assignments in the gradebook. If selecting this option while creating assignments, it will affect the type of student notification for comments and grades. For instance, from the instructor view, navigating to a particular assignment already created, when clicking on the 3 dots within that title and selecting grade posting policy and scrolling down, here lies the ability to schedule release dates. Grades and comments can be released together or separately. However, comments must be released before grades. This functionality also requires a grade to be entered. And instructors must manually release grades before the scheduled release time takes precedence. This workflow is detailed in the Assignment SpeedGrader Gradebook video tutorial at gocanvas.stanford.edu. If you have any questions, please submit a ticket to canvashelp@stanford.edu. For other video tutorials, please navigate to gocanvas.stanford.edu.